Good morning, Fullerton, and welcome back to another episode of your favorite morning show. I'm your host, Leilani, and on today's show, we're joined by a special guest and the author of the award-winning novel, Truly Yours, Carly Verdugo. Hi, Carly. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Your hair looks great, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent, excellent.
I love your outfit.
Thank you. I love your outfit.
Thank
See, we can
you.
go all day.
Okay.
All day. But before we get started into diving into your book, I want to ask a question. Where does your love for literature come from? Like, I just felt it. Like, I've read some of your books before, but I've noticed that you just have, through your writing, a love for literature. Like, I can see it. So
yeah, I've always loved it since I was little. Just reading, writing. It was always my favorite subject in school. And as the years have gone on, my passion for it has really grown, and it's become something I wanted to make a career out of.
So were you always a bookworm, or is it like a hobby you picked up later in your life?
No, I've always loved to read books. My mom would always read to me when I was little, and I think I found my love for it through my mom. So yeah, I've always loved books.
So growing up, has your love for genres been the same, or has it changed, or?
I've always been drawn to fiction more. Definitely romance though, as I got a little older. But when I was younger, I loved fantasy and like Percy Jackson and Harry Potter and stuff like that.
Oh, I love the Percy Jackson series. That was really good.
Yes, it's so good.
I know you love to read, but writing is a whole other beast. Like,
Right.
it takes people I know like love to read, but as soon as they sit down in front of a piece of paper and have to write, they're like, I'm done.
Right.
So what made you want to pursue that?
I would write short stories just for fun, or just, write little poems and stuff. I always enjoyed it. And I think I just was like, I'm just going to go for it and write a book. And I did, and then I decided to publish it. And now I'm here.
That's so admirable.
Yeah.
Gosh. Oh, my daughter would love you. She loves books. She sounds a lot like you in terms of interest with that. I just get emotional. What inspired your cover for your book? I love colors, so I get
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I love the color red, so that really, I really wanted that to be the background. I am planning on dropping a few different versions of the book later on, so maybe I'll spruce it up a little bit more. But actually, one of my nieces, she kind of wrote it up, and I decided to stick with it.
That's awesome. So, did you want to be a firefighter, or did you want to be a writer?
When I was growing up, I didn't always know I wanted to be an author. I really was into being a marine biologist, but I hate math, and I found out there's a lot of math to do with that.
Yeah.
So I decided that wasn't for me. And then later on, like my freshman year of college, I decided that I wanted to be an author. So I just kind of dropped the marine biology thing and started this.
I think math and writing are actually kind of similar, though, in terms of just well, I'm personally not good at math. Like,
Right.
I used to be good, like, 4th grade multiplication.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Passed. Great.
Yeah.
Afterwards, no. People stopped explaining things to me, but I see a lot of just, there's like a, kind of like a work ethic that goes into math and writing.
Absolutely.
And I think people kind of forget sometimes that they both require a skill and, like, time. And learning. Yeah.
Yes.
So I think that's
definitely.
awesome. So about this book, I want to know more about it in terms of plot. But could you tell me one word before our break to describe this book?
Okay. Gosh, there's just so many layers to it. I would want to say, goodness, interesting. It's a very interesting book, lots of layers and plots.
And we'll know more about the break.
Soda? No. How about some Kiala? Ready in 3 easy steps. Just pour. Scoop. And give it a mix. Now you're ready to elevate your nutrition. Healthy energy, quality ingredients, great taste. Kiala.
Hi, and welcome back to Good Morning Fullerton. We're still here with Carly, but now it's time to switch it up a little bit. Could you please give me a synopsis of your book?
So my book follows 2 characters, Derek and Lily. They're both middle-aged. They work in a hospital setting, and it's kind of just their story. They love to write letters. That's a little sneak peek. They write letters back and forth, which is something I really enjoyed writing about the book. In my opinion, it's like Grey's Anatomy, but better.
Grey's Anatomy, very dramatic.
Yes.
You like the drama, huh?
Very dramatic. Love it.
I think drama can be either so well done or so done poorly.
Oh, definitely.
Why do you think it's like one? I don't think there's like a middle ground. Like I think it's just like it's good or it's bad.
Yeah, I think it just depends on the writer, really. I tried my best. I hope people think it's good, on the good end of drama. But yeah, I tried to throw it in there, but not make it too dramatic. Like, you know, it's lightly in there.
Okay. So have you heard of Book Talk? Like TikTok has like a little community called
No,
Book
yes,
Talk.
I definitely have.
Yeah, I heard surfacing really well on there. I
Has
think.
it?
With young people, I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
I haven't seen that, but I'll have to look it up.
You should, because I've also heard. Is there a Netflix adaptation coming on with your show?
You know, I haven't heard anything, but maybe they just haven't reached me yet. Yeah.
I hope so. So you've heard of Colleen Hoover, correct?
I have, yes. She's a great author. I've read many of her books.
Thoughts about her kinds of drama in terms of writing?
Right, hers is on a little bit more of the extreme side, I would say. She's an amazing writer. I've met her before. She's very nice. But yeah, her books definitely, you know, make your heart rate go up, I'd say.
So you're just an inspiration to, I think, so
thank
many
you.
young women. And I want to know, how do you come up with your stories? Like, where does this inspiration come from?
Yeah, it's a mixture of a lot of things. I kind of take, you know, my education, just life generally, and just kind of put it all together. I like to map it out just to make sure it's all, you know, like cohesive and relatable.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a long process, but it's really worth it in the end.
So you read on your own, though. Even though you write so much and you read a lot, you just read casually on your own a lot. So what's the last book that you read?
The last book that I read was Bunny Story by Emily Henry. It was really amazing. I really recommend it. All of her books, really. She's an amazing author.
And is there a genre you're not such a fan of, you think?
I don't read much fantasy. I was into it a lot when I was little, but now, like, I have trouble reading about, you know, like dragons and stuff. Yeah.
Maybe your next book is going to be about dragons and romance. Maybe you could experiment.
We'll see.
That could be good.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider doing like a nonfiction? Like a creative nonfiction, maybe, or?
No, not really.
Yeah.
I don't really think that's my cup of tea. It never has been. I think it's easier for me to just, like, make something up.
So, as someone who wants to get better writing, because I write sometimes, but I always stop myself short. What advice could you give me?
For me, it was really helpful just taking, like, college classes. Those provide a lot of knowledge about writing, a lot of practice, and also kind of, like, mapping out your thoughts using, like, different formats of, like, gosh, I don't know what they're called, like the mind maps and stuff. Using those are really helpful just to kind of lay all your thoughts out and then to, like, draft stuff and then edit later on and, you know, be able to take criticism.
I don't think people acknowledge enough. I think writing is a really brave thing to do. I think people criticize it because I think it's hard to do.
Right.
And I think that's admirable. And I have a daughter of my own who
do you?
wanted me to tell you that it's awesome what you do.
Oh, that's so nice.
But I think people at home should really consider braving it.
Definitely.
Braving trying to write. And I really do want to thank you so much for coming out here today.
Thank you
I'm
for
so
having
excited
me.
to get to read this. And that's all I have for you today. And thank you so much, Carly, for joining us today from Truly Yours. Thank you for watching. Oh, shaking your hands.
Amazing. Thank you.